Welcome to our celebration of this year's CEEC Medal for outstanding work towards eco-efficient minerals. Today, we're excited to present 4 of this year's winners with their medals and share some great insights in conversation with them. I'd like to acknowledge First Nations people and pay my respects to their elders past and present, their connection to lands and waters and laws and customs on behalf of all people here on the lands on which we present today. I'm excited to bring you the CEEC Medal presentation for 2020 and to share with you some of the insights and the stories behind their win. Welcome here today, fellow CEEC directors in Vancouver, Simon Hille, who's served on the Global CEEC board for 5 years, and Bryan Rairdan, who's recently joined the board in 2020. And thank you, Tech Resources, for hosting this ceremony and keeping COVID safe at this challenging time. I'd like to thank all of those joining us in person in Vancouver and by Zoom from Canada, the US, and here in Australia. And without further ado, hand over to Simon Hille to share what the CEEC Medal is all about. Over to you, Simon.
It's my pleasure to sort of introduce the CEEC Medal. This is the 9th year that we've had the opportunity to present the CEEC Medal to industry, looking at both research and operational improvements in comminution circuits, focused around energy efficiency, which is really the core, I guess, vision of the CEEC and the CEEC board is to celebrate and sponsor and advocate for energy efficiency in comminution to improve our current our current practices so that we can be more energy efficient in the future. The CEEC Medal has been, like I said, around for 9 years. And this year we had the pleasure of reviewing over 23 papers. From that, we selected 2, one for research and one for operations. And today we're celebrating specifically the operations paper. And I'll hand over to Bryan to do the presentations to the award winners. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Simon. So yes, it's my pleasure to present the award for the CEEC Medal this year. The award goes to a really unique collaboration between a vendor and an operator. The individuals, in no order, in particular, are Isaias Arce, Kevin Murray, Alan Boylston, and Peter Lynn. This is a joint venture between Newmont Gold Corp, formerly Gold Corp, and the Metso-Outotec group, formerly Metso. And the title of the paper is Reducing Energy and Water Consumption Through Alternative Comminution Circuits. And a couple of specific points on this paper. For me, it was great to read that, first of all, it was a joint venture between the 2 groups. I mean, this really shows that collaborating between vendors and operators and other groups can really lead to an excellent outcome. And it was a pretty holistic paper. It took, I guess, what you would say is the big basket of both recently emerged and emerging technologies that we've all talked about: ore sorting, HPGR, tailings dewatering. I'm going to miss something here. Stirred mills and a few other different flotation technologies, and just looked at what the circuit of the future could look like, and then went into a lot of detail around what are the impacts on capital costs, operating costs, production, both primarily on the recovery side. And as an operator, those are the things that we're trying to understand. I mean, all of these things really do point to a lot of innovation in the mineral processing industry. And definitely a big thank you out to this group for working together and presenting this valuable piece of work to the industry for their review and their use. So first off, I would like to invite Peter Lynn to come up. Peter is the one that we have here in Vancouver. And I would like to, again, thank you and present you with your medal, which is in front of you on the table. And what's that? Okay. And ultimately, maybe you could say a few words and I'll step up. Great.
So I'd just like to say it's really encouraging to be part of the team that was recognized with the 2020 CEEC Medal for Operations. The work that we carried out was cross-disciplinary in nature and represented collaboration across a number of organizations from different areas of the mining value stream. I hope that this recognition by CEEC encourages other operators and developers to consider applying technologies that will save energy, save water, and reduce their energy footprint. I'd like to thank the CEEC directors, staff, and sponsors for this recognition. Thank you.
So maybe one extra point here in the room. I'd like to invite Mark Adams to come up and speak on behalf of Metso-Outotec and give some comments before we move on to the folks online.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, just on behalf of Metso-Outotec, I'd like to congratulate Peter, Kevin, and my colleagues Isaias and Alan on this great honor. I've known about CEEC for many years, been part of the SAG organizing committee, and seen a lot of great papers. One thing I can say about, specifically about Metso-Outotec, our vision and mission is all around sustainability and allowing sustainability to really craft modern life. And we do that really in two ways. We do that by supporting our customers in actually producing the metals and materials that are important to the modern sustainable life. But we also do that by setting an example on how we create those technologies and reduce the environmental footprint that they have on the earth and the earth's resources. So, to echo some of Brian's comments, it's always a pleasure for us to be able to partner with great companies like Newmont. And again, I just want to congratulate the winners and thank you very much for having me.
Great. So we'll step towards our online participants. So Isaias, congratulations on your win. I think you have your medal with you, but I guess if you'd like to say a few words, we'd love to hear what you have to say. Excellent.
Yes, I would just like to begin by saying thank you to all parties involved for giving me this opportunity. Specifically, I would like to show immense appreciation towards Alan Boylston. He was the one that recruited me to, really lend my hand alongside his to investigate this paper and this subject. And as a young professional, I mean, this is an incredible opportunity to take part in and investigate alternative ways of energy efficiency in the industry. This is one of the first opportunities I've had like this since graduating in 2018. So it's only up from here. Thank you, everyone.
Excellent. Well, congratulations again. Maybe over to Mr. Boylston. Alan, again, congratulations, great effort. And I think you've got your medal as well, but please, if you'd like to say a few words.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. I'll show the medal up to the camera, and hopefully everybody can see it. Beautiful medal. I'd really like to thank my co-authors for all their amazing work, and especially the management of Newmont Goldcorp and Metso-Outotec for all their support. We can't do it without having the people up at the top recognize the value of what we're doing. Receiving such a prestigious award as the CEEC Medal for Operations is really an amazing honor, and it's one of the highlights of my career so far. This award has really motivated me to continue to look for new ways to use those existing and emerging technologies to really secure a sustainable future for our industry. And I hope that this work is going to serve as a foundation for many others to build upon in the future. Finally, thank you again to the CEEC board and the paper committee for this amazing award.
And last but not least, Kevin Murray. Kevin does not have his medal yet, but we will be fixing that up in the next day or two. But please, first of all, congratulations, and any comments you have, we'd love to hear them.
Thanks very much. It's a funny time in everyone's life right now, and I've got a bit of a cold, so we made the decision that it was best if I stayed at home. Everything's good, no problems, but no sense spreading any colds around unnecessarily. I would like to thank the CEEC board very much for selecting the paper, and particularly to my co-authors. It was a great honor to be invited to be a part of such a great paper. And it's really exciting when you see and get recognition for being on the front edge of things. And I'd just like to say that I think Alan and Peter and Isaiah put together a fantastic basis, and we were able to I think hopefully enlighten some people and start to change some minds. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you again, and I think you definitely have changed the minds and opened some eyes to what we could be doing with different processing circuits in the future. I think that concludes the formal part of this presentation.